With me I've got Jamie Marshall, who of course is the coach of the Emerald Footy Club. Jamie, thanks for joining us on Game Face. I know it hasn't been a great start to the year, 0-2, but some positive signs last week against Belgrave.
Yeah, it's not the ideal start. We thought we're tracking all right through the pre-season, and come against Pakenham round one, which were a pretty strong side, and then we had Belgrave. We were sort of hoping for a better result than what we got. But you're right, we can put some passages of play together, and then we just sort of, a bit of skill area, a bit of execution sort of is letting us down a little bit. But when we get up and running and we move the ball, well, we actually look really good, and it's just a matter of getting all that pre-season training and actually getting all the boys to buy into it and trust it and get it happening, and then hopefully we can start cracking a few eggs open.
I know that just looking at some of the vision of the game, I wasn't at the game, but I know that they jumped you early. You sort of got back in. Was it Stubley, one of their main boys? He got injured and it sort of slowed them a bit, and then you just couldn't quite claw it back. You got to within about 15 points in that third quarter. Yeah,
we took the lead. Took the lead there at the start of the last. I think it was all towards the end of the third.
Oh,
and
right.
that's so from 4 goals or just under 4 goals down. So we managed to get back up in front, and the game was in that position. If we were able to get one more goal, which gave us two kicks sort of clear, we might have had a bit momentum, might have then started going our way. But Belgrave, the bigger bodies and all that sort of started to get over the top of us, which we were hoping our youth would help us out a little bit. But we lose a couple on the bench also, and things start going away from us. But definitely good signs in that clawback, and the boys believing in themselves to be able to come back from being 4 goals down and actually get 4 points in front. But we just couldn't get that extra kick that would have hopefully changed momentum a little bit towards us.
Now looking ahead, Mount Evelyn, some may say very unlucky to be beaten against Monbulk. I think Monbulk kicked something like 7 or 6 goals, 4 in that last quarter to jump ahead and win that game. Mount Evelyn up about 26 points at 3/4 time, so they're not going to be easy.
No, I know Fish through Eastern Rangers. I've watched him sort of a bit, and he's done a stint at the Essendon VFL as well, so I know he's not going to be happy with that result, and he'll be pushing his boys pretty hard on the track this week, and they'll come out pretty angry in that, so our boys are just going to weather the storm a little bit, and hopefully be able to run with them and get the bickies at the end.
Jamie, what do you need to do differently though? How's Big Bubby going?
It was his first game on the weekend, so he hasn't he's been out of the game for a couple of seasons and that now, and he's just come back from a decent ankle injury, which probably 3-4 weeks out of round one, so he was a bit hesitant and all that sort of stuff, so his fitness is probably not right up there, but there were some parts of the game where he actually showed us what he can actually do, so if we can start getting him to trust his ankle and everything else, hopefully he'll start coming back. So
I know you love your boys and you don't like to criticise them, especially to the media and on camera, but who do you need more out of this week?
There's probably actually a few boys we probably need a little bit more out of and all that sort of stuff, so it's not so much individuals on their own, it's the team. I think we just need the team to start trusting each other and start trusting the way that we want to set the ground up, and that there's snippets, and we'll show some vision tonight where they actually do trust the way that we want to move our ball, and we were able to get results out of it. So it's just a combination of a few things. So sure, everybody probably needs to step up a little bit, but our biggest thing that we want the boys to start doing is actually trusting what we're doing and trusting the ability of their teammate that's at the contest.
So it's basically just sticking to the formula, sticking to the plan, your plan, and your structures. Last question, and on the Footy Show I said you're not a club in crisis, not yet, not at 0-2. When does that start to happen, or you don't want to think like that yet?
Oh no, we don't really want to think like that yet. We sort of, we're your whole new coaching panel here and all that sort of stuff, so we bring a new style to the club and that. So it's just about where we sit at the end of the season, I don't know, but hopefully we can get a few wins on the way before the end of the season and that. But when the players start dropping off and the training levels, the players start dropping off, and performances in the seniors and the seconds start dropping off, well then you're up the creek.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to this game because both teams, I reckon, pretty evenly matched. So should be a cracker.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We, hopefully we can turn around the last couple of rounds and put our best foot forward and give it a red hot crack and see where we end up.
Good on you, Jamie. Thanks for your time. And it's not too cold here. I hear all these stories about Emerald. I mean, I used to live in Sherbrooke, so I know what it's like. But people say, "Oh, you're going out to Emerald." I said, "Oh, it's a beautiful, balmy 20 degrees. It's beautiful."
It can turn pretty ugly too when the fog comes in and you got that misty rain. It gets pretty cold.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Jamie, thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks, Coach.
Get your game face on.